This will be a debunk proving that we need to pass the SAVE Act. You practically need a government-issued ID, and it is essential in America. Things you need an ID for are gambling, tobacco, pornography, entering 21 plus up venues or places with like tobacco products, most casinos, welfare, most benefits, food stamps, etc. Picking up packages from a USPS post office or establishing a mailbox typically requires valid ID. Driving a motorized vehicle like cars, trucks, motorcycles, etc., and to be a pilot, of course. We all already need an ID for any age-restricted purchases, opening a bank account, hunting or fishing, cashing a check, or performing large transactions, like for an example, over $3,000 in money orders. You also need one for renting a car, picking up prescription drugs, checking into hotels or hospitals/clinics, and beginning May 7th, 2025, you must have a Real ID compliant license marked with a star, a passport, or another approved alternative to board commercial flights, enter secure federal buildings, enter nuclear power plants, and international travel. Yet we fight against voter ID in secure federal elections? That's sus. Currently, 36 states have some form of voter ID requirements already, though the specific rules vary by state. There are many acceptable forms of ID, and most real U.S. documented citizens can be easily looked into just a little bit and find that they are documented and legal U.S. citizens. Passport, military ID, state-issued ID, permanent resident cards, driver's license, marriage license, which every government married person gets. There's trusted traveler cards, bank statements, legal documents of all kinds. If you do not have a real ID by May 7th, 2025, you will need to use an alternative such as a passport for federal purposes per ABC News. I could keep going on with all the ways we need ID already, how you will need it even further now, and how many forms of ID there are, but you get the point. Now, pertaining to the SAVE Act, the left likes to claim that it could block millions of voters, particularly women, from voting with strict ID requirements. They claim women who change their names after marriage may be the most affected, the impoverished, etc. That's incorrect and is misleading to drive fear, typical and constant with Dems in the left. Every chance given they do that. The data shows that more people vote when there's ID. Check what happened in Georgia after they enacted voter ID. The SAVE Act is solid. All it is proof of citizenship for federal voter registration, like showing a government-issued ID. For the marriage issue, may need passport, birth certificate, marriage license, etc. as well. Easy. No, it won't block married women. States already accept marriage licenses or affidavits as fixes, and the bill lets them. Women who marry and change their name get marriage licenses, which work. There's no issue. It's one extra paper, big whoop. Many women back me, mind you, heavily defending the SAVE Act with no issue themselves. 42 countries. That's roughly 85% of full and partial democracies. Basically everyone except a handful like the US, Denmark, New Zealand, and Australia. They require voter ID, photo or otherwise, nationwide to register or vote on election day. Merely requiring ID/proof of citizenship to vote is common sense and is factually not voter suppression, nor does it disenfranchise voters. The left brings up passports and prices. That's irrelevant and unneeded. Every grown adult in the U.S. should already have such IDs and proofs of citizenship to participate in our society and especially government. Our government officials have to have a government-issued ID to vote in Congress. Women aren't capable enough of obtaining an ID or birth certificate. This is just fear-mongering. They know without illegal votes, they don't win. The SAVE Act is a win for Americans. Dems cheat, rig, steal, buy, sway, and fight dirty to win elections. This is proven. If an American citizen does not have proper citizenship documents, then that's a problem and a reason why we are wanting this to begin with. Get proper documentation and then vote. Alabama's 2015 to 2016 ID closures were state level, not federal. Courts upheld them as non-discriminatory, no racial targeting proven, and most folks got ID free or via mail. No widespread disenfranchisement happened. Turnout in black areas rose post-2016. It's not suppression, it's basic verification. If you do not already have an ID as a grown adult, that is a you problem. The SAVE Act is constitutional and Congress runs federal elections. Proof of citizenship's already law and is required in most states. Funny, if you look at a map of all the blue states Harris won, and they were nearly all states that did not require any voter ID to vote. Sus. such as in place to supplement marriage licenses. The bill does not explicitly mandate it, but the bill includes an alternative process for those without DPOC to submit other evidence and an affidavit. Congress had broad authority to regulate federal elections during the Elections Clause. All the left is doing is making excuses to cheat elections / make them less secure. Costs then make state-issued IDs free or something, but stopping us from securing and defending our U.S. democratic elections is not the way. Dems are the literal proven threats to our democracy and our democratic elections.